Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Weber. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Shot clock at 2. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now here's Edwards. And he gets the bucket.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
There's the drive. Roy. Oh, Green with a block. Lets it go from deep. And it's Anthony Edwards with the 3. Edwards has got 5 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Tatum. To the paint. Here's Weber. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, elevating his playmaking skills over time, Tatum is a winner who enjoys setting up his teammates.
Barrett with it. Picked up by Tatum. Outside, Green. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. On up the court. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
I don't know who's going to get up for that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Now here's Hunter. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. 6 to shoot. Pass to Green. This one for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Heat trail by 3. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Outside Edwards. Now here's Green. Outside Barrett. There's a screen. Edwards. The shot no good. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Basket's good.
And you forget sometimes about how gifted Lillard is as a passing guard. You want him running your point.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Edwards looking it over. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing on it.
Oh, it's stolen away. Fast break, Miami. Out to Lillard. Fires from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Edwards. Up and in on the layup. Edwards got 13.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
There's a minute 54 left in the first. Tatum with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
Milwaukee leading by 5. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud.
Oh, how can you fly? Impressive!
Wow! Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
107 left to play in the first. That one goes in.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Out to Lillard. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. A good look from Turner. Rebounded by the Bucks.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
The kick out to Edwards. Left side, Green. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Hunter for 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, pretty good setup from the team there as Hunter's able to focus in on that one.
Roy's shot is good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
For 3, Barrett. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead.
The Heat, 19.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 6-point lead. Pass to Richardson. Back to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper right on the money. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
The floater. Here's Ellis. Back to Williams. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here we go, the Heat fast break. Garland for 3. Here's Messi. And he dunks it down.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Outside Richardson. And the 3 off target. Heat trail by 3. Here's Garland. Soft touch off the glass.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Pass to Richardson. And here's Middleton. Back to Richardson. Outside Garland. 4-3. They get it back. Here's Ellis. Right side Garland. Here's Williams. Oh, stolen by Richardson. Pass to Jones. Launches a 3. Sinks it from distance. Najee's got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Trent on the wing. There's the triple. Miami grabs the miss. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Ellis. And again, no good by Miami. Milwaukee leading by 4. And they're running. Three-pointer is up. Middleton connects from downtown. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Garland feeling it out a bit. Pass to Misi. Lets it fly. The shot off that time.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Ellis, good.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Now here's Trent. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. They grab their own miss. Tries yet again. Pass to Ellis. Clock at 6. Out to Garland. Takes a 3. He can't get it to go.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Here's Misi. 4 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Milwaukee leading by 6. Outside Richardson to the wing, right side. Jones from outside. Williams grabs the board. So it's Miami now. Pass to Misi. Poke loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Jones. Out of the way. Wow.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Now, Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
5 on the clock. Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc, but Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip. Such an important cog in this team's offense. When he's on the floor, Trent Jr.'s role is to try to score as much as possible.
A minute 15 left in the second quarter. Ellis, good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Middleton. Three shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
.41 seconds left to play in the first half. Garland, no good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And it's Middleton driving, and he banks in the layup. Middleton's got 9 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The kick out to Williams. Rebounded by Trent. Now Middleton. He's got 9. There's a screen. Over Garland. No good off the glass.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them.
And so we wrap up the first half. Bucks ahead. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Milwaukee leading by 13. Pass to Green. There's the three. Misi grabs the board.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And here's Garland. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ellis. From downtown, Porzingis grabs the board. Outside Edwards. Outside for Green. For three. Hits a three-pointer. Green's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes.
Substitution on the court.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. And it's Tatum missing. Milwaukee leading by 16. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here's Milwaukee now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's the pick. The drive by Tatum. Here's Lillard. That's short off the rim.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Green for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Back to Turner. Pass to Lillard. There's a screen by Turner. Inside. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, everyone knows Lillard is one of the league's best scorers off the pick and roll, so he chooses this time to make the assist.
Outside Hunter. Edwards with it. 20 points for him. From deep. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. For 3, Barrett. Drops in the 3. Barrett's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Milwaukee. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Hunter, good.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
Outside Tatum. It's stolen by Hunter. And
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Last game for the Hawks, it was a loss to Portland. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got... handled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's Morant. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Buries it from three-point range.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Pass to Weber. Back to Roy. Good ball movement here by Miami. Lillard outside. 4 on the clock. From 17 feet out. And he can't bank that one in. And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Banchero outside. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Caldwell Pope for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. For 3, Roy. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now here's Morant. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Turner with the screen. Right side, Roy drains the 19-footer. Roy's got 6.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
And Morant gets it to go.
Caldwell Pope at the ready. He was totally prepared to take that one.
Pass to Tatum. A 3. And it's rebounded by Morant. And Morant's got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Inside, Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Anunoby, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Goes up at the stripe. Latrey. That one's not going to go. The Hawks leading. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Here's Morant. He's got 5. Shoots over Lillard. And that one hits back iron.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Put that bucket in no time at all.
I mean, how do you guard that? Tatum's range is off the charts.
The 3 from Morant. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Tatum with another miss.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And it's the Heat with the ball. They trail by 1. And Weber throws it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He has yet to score. Now here's Morant for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. On the wing, Brandon Roy. Oh, good with the triple. Anunoby in the corner. Back to Morant. From past the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Roy. He's got 6. And then Roy with the dunk.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
They grab their own miss. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Miami leading by 3. Tatum with it. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Another shot, and he nails the jumper. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so the first quarter is... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
You know, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Kuzma. Now Shepard. 5 on the clock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with the traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Here's Drummond. Second chance shot. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Miami leading by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Here's Shepard, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Elias Garland picks one up. The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepard followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
Now here's Williams, and the shot goes in. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Shepard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Ellis with it. Picked up by Shepard.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. Here is Williams. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Shepard. Drummond, a screen. A 3-ball. Rebound by Williams.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Miami shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Washington. Over to the left wing. Shepard with the ball. Back to Livingston. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from the wing. Now Shepard launches it. Messi grabs the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
The Hawks trail by 9. And here's Livingston. Still scoreless. And the layup's good off the glass.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Washington. Back to Livingston. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Sean finds a way to get to that mid-range spot and then knows when to trigger it.
Williams looking around. Outside Garland. To the middle. Here's Messi. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's Shepard. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. 1:56 left in the first half. Here's Livingston. Misses the 3.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Here's Drummond. And they convert it last. On attempt number 3.
If you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still might get into double digits. He's that much of a force on the offensive glass.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. Miami leading by 5. There's 1:26 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Williams. The Heat need to get a shot off. From deep, Ellis. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
This one for 3. The 3. Shepard, that's good. And now just a 2-point Heat lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a hand in the face.
Basket good. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
32 seconds left in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Drummond. Rebound by the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Messi. Kicks it out to Garland. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Another three for Atlanta. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Shepherd. And finished off by Shepherd. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Atlanta as they wrap up the second quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Banchero. Good on the triple. Banchero's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Atlanta. Pass to Weber. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Atlanta leading by 4. The kick out to Anunoby. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Turner. Fades and shoots. And he comes up with the deuce. Turner's got his third bucket of the night.
And not a regular spot for Turner, but he shot with confidence, and that's what matters.
Caldwell Pope right side. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's Morant. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Morant right side. Out to Smith. 6 to shoot. Anunoby has the open look. Connects from three-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's Roy. He's got 8. On the wing, Brandon Roy. Here's the 3. Rebound by Smith.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted. Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Now, Anunoby. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Morant with it. Picked up by Turner. And it's sent back by Turner. Pass to Tatum. Grabber outside. Great defense that time from Banchero. Atlanta leading by 12. Morant outside. Stolen by Roy. Now here's Turner. Pass to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Anunoby with it. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. No good on the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Chalk up 2 there. Roy's got 10.
A crazy athlete. Roy excels in the open floor.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. The kick out to Anunoby. Out to the right wing. Morant with it. Picked up by Turner. No one near Smith as he lets it go. The Hawks again can't hit. Outside Tatum. Heat moving the ball around. Atlanta with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. It's Morant with the drive. Here's Banchero. Buries the long-range jumper. 6 points for Paolo Banchero.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now here's Morant. After the miss from Chris Webber. Around the back and lays it in. 13 points in the game.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Pass to Webber. Over Banchero. Webber can't hit.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Roy. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Yeah, good luck trying to guard Brandon Roy. This guy can do it all out there.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. Out to Smith. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for. They are just killing them on the interior.
The Heat have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
Anunoby outside. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. Banchero draws the double.
This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's Miami. Lillard looking around. There's the three. That one no good. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it.
Close. First team foul.
Pass to Garuba. Now Randall. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Here's Roy. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Now Philadelphia with it. It's a three-point game. Wade, that's good.
You can't take everything away from Wade. Sometimes you're just going to have to live with him making the three.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Allie, thank you.
Refusing to let anybody get in his way. That was a physical man's jam by Wade.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Here's Lillard. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Randall with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Fires the three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Pass to Roy. Now Tatum. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Wade. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
On the wing, Wade. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. Heat trail by 6. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fires for three. And the Heat, another three.
One of Roy's specialties is the catch and shoot. Outstanding in that regard.
Here's Wade. 7 points in the game. To the paint. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
For three, Randall. The offensive rebound. Outside, Brown. There's the triple. He buries it from three.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Tatum's got 6 points.
You gotta respect the response from Tatum. I mean, this guy just loves to compete.
Here's Wade. 9 points in the game. Fires in the triple. 12 points for him.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And it's Tatum missing.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Garuba. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
Now here's Turner. No points yet. And Philadelphia making a change here.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Coming up to the floor here.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Turner.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
A big-time presence in the post. That's exactly what they want from Turner.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
A nice shot by Lillard.
Lillard keeps the defense honest by spacing them out from the corner.
Kuminga's shot is off. Heat trail by 5. Takes a 3. Pass to Roy. And there's the drive. Kuminga pulls it in.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Shot's good by Red.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Here's Roy. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
They push it up 4-on-3. It's stolen by Tatum. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Turner. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Turner's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
There's 18 seconds left in the opening quarter. Puts up a 3. Wade misses. And here they come. Here's Tatum. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And now just a 4-point 76ers lead.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter.
The Heat, 22.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Williams misses. The Sixers lead by 8. The shot by Johnson, no good. And it's Miami's ball. Here's Ellis. Knocks down the long J. Ellis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
He drops it from range. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And Bane picking up the phone with no hesitation. What an answer.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And Williams over to help. Back to Payne. It's Brown on the wing. Deflected. Fast break Miami. Here's Ellis. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Ellis has got 6 here in the quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Philadelphia leading by 6. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Ellis, good.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
The kick out to Williams.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
First team foul.
76ers on D. They've led by as many as 11.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Coming up in the court here, Sixers.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Red. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. Williams grabs the board. Heat trail by 4. And there's the lob.
Yeah, great vision. I mean, this is where Garland takes it to another level offensively.
Here's Randall. Rebound Miami. Here's Ellis. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Ellis has got 12 now in this quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Williams from long range. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Here's Red. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Bain comes with a double. To the wing on the left. Here's Misi. Pass to Williams. Out to Garland. 4-3. And it's Bain with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now Kuminga. Williams defending. Randall deciding where to go with it. Pass to Red. Over Williams. Shot's good by Red. Red's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers. I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Second team foul. Substitution for the 76ers.
Here's Misi. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
The Sixers trailing. Randall with it. He's picked up by Garland. Randall, good.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of him.
From downtown. Offensive rebound. From the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Ball.
9 seconds left in the first half of this one. Wade drives in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Tries a three off the inbound. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Philadelphia on top, up 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Outside, Brown. And the 3 off target. Heat trail by 3. For 3, here's Lillard. Drains the triple. Lillard's got 10 points.
Hard to count all the times Dame has made that 3 in his career. He is something else from behind the arc.
Hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Weber. Rebound by the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Roy. Back to Tatum. And here's Turner from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. He has 7.
Really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
Here's Brown. Oh, Brown! Vicious!
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Philadelphia leading by 6. Nails it from 3. Haynes got 9.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
The kick to Tatum. Down low. Here's Weber. And he throws it down with one hand.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Wade misses.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Weber. Shoots over Randall. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Lillard. For 3. And another shot. And here's Turner. Out to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Tatum drills the 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
With the step back. Wade. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the free throw, no good.
And the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Payne with it. Turner covering. Pass to Brown. Here's Wade. Takes the three. Roy pulls it in. And they're on the break. Here's Weber. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Jaylen Brown picks one up. And Philadelphia making a change here. The Sixers leading. Here's Wade. 23 points in the game. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Heat trail by 3. Outside Tatum. Here's Roy. And he hits it to tie the game. Roy's got 6 points.
Oh, how about the pass here from Tatum? Great at involving his teammates.
.21 left in the third. Zubac. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Zubac has gotten 4 this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Wade. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Wade, that time, just ran away from the pack. Tremendous speed.
Pass to Tatum. It's Tatum working inside. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Wade misses.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. And Kuminga throws it down.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jump in the...
Hey, Jason Tatum takes flight.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Philadelphia making a change here. And here's Johnson. 3 seconds left. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Sixers ahead. They lead by 3. And coming up, and with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Miami. It's a 3-point game. The kick to Tatum. There's a screen by Turner. Pass to Roy. 5 on the clock. Tatum from long range. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
This is why Tatum is a superstar. His confidence in shooting the ball right away, quick release, money.
Randall can't hit. Tatum barreling in. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Tatum. There's the drive. 6 to shoot. Turner inside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Left side Kuminga. Floats one. Tatum pulls it in. So it's Miami now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
That's his second.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
He does not get the second one.
Philadelphia foul. Dwayne Wade. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Jerome. To the right side. Tries it from 19. Nice shot by Turner.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Pass to Red. And he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Randall outside. Oh, swiped away. Stolen. Johnson with it. Turner covering. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And that... It'll be Miami's ball as it goes out of bounds. Heat able to keep the possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And the Heat making a change here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thanks for that, Allie.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Pass to Turner. Fires from deep. Randall pulls down the board.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To tie it up. The Sixers with another miss. Miami leading by 3. Turner for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Roy. Back to Turner. And yep, it's good. Turner's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
It counts! And the foul! That one's on Darius Garland.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Pass to Weber. Here's Roy. Beyond the arc. Randall pulls down the board.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Here's Wade. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
In Wade, we trust in the big moments. This guy knows how to get it done by himself in the clutch. This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
To their benefit, they've cut down on the miscues here in the second half.
Heat substitution. Number 2, Damian Lillard.
Pass to Turner. The 3 connects from downtown. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
Evolving as a leader right before our eyes. It's important that Turner continue to prove he can score in big moments.
Here's Roy. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Heat lead by 8.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now the 76ers with it. They get the rebound. And it's Randall with the...
Terrific body control by Randall. And one machine.
That's his first personal foul.
The free throw drops for Randall. 1:46 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Roy. Outside Tatum. Pass to Roy. The 3 is up. Rebound by Philadelphia. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Roy. No good from outside.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here's Brown. Oh, JB rattling the rim.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Up top, Tatum. Pass to Roy. Money.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Red. And a miss there on the triple. So it's Miami now. The three ball. It falls. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes. Well, Roy has just been sensational. Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Heat. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
They're looking good, but they can't afford to take their foot off the pedal. They have to lock down the perimeter and prevent a three.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of two is good. And that narrows the gap to one. "15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wade. To the middle. Here's Brown. Oh, it falls!
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
This is what it comes down to. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
Here's Roy.